So I left my desk kind of just like it was. I was going to show you some of my process. Then I'll go through these small 8" by 8" works on paper are all at different stages. 2 of them are done, and there's 12 more here. They're just all in process in various states. Some are almost done, some are at the beginning, and some are kind of in that messy middle. But the one thing about working on these small works on paper, shifting around my process, I do tend to work in like multiples in all kinds of ways. Besides the works on paper, I might like throw out this kind of idea in relation to, this is just a tiny sketchbook, which if you have never seen my video, start an expressive drawing and mark making practice in 15 minutes or less a day, I'll put that up there in the top there, a link to that video. But what I found out about sketchbooks in general is you don't really want to spend too much time thinking about it. And this is a good way to start to train yourself. It like doesn't mean though you don't think, you know. It's a hard one to explain because this paper was just laying there and I picked it up and I want to put it there. So I did think about that. But you're kind of just more like grabbing what's near you. And especially if you're not a person that tends to clean up every time, which I'm not. I don't know. I feel like when I clean up, I can never find the thing. I don't know if any of you can relate to that. So, and then this is just a sketchbook, so I'm not really looking for too much. A lot of the times, too, for me, I'm just looking for color and the excitement and energy that it brings to kind of just enliven my day and my mood. So when I feel like maybe I want to let this dry, I might switch out into a different one. This page is pretty good, so I'll start a new page in this. One thing we have to wonder about is not all the time when you get a sketchbook the paper is maybe too thin. But I'm not really precious with much. I'll just make it work. So it's kind of fun to challenge yourself. Maybe it's frustrating too, but we could kind of see where we can push ourselves in our practice or in the work, whatever you want to call it. But and these are just all ready to go, and maybe I'll rip them in 2 or something. A lot of the times the way I see like color harmony is in relationship to what's around me. It's not, and I'm not necessarily thinking about the totality of that, which could probably deserve a longer explanation, but I just thought I would say that because I think there's many ways to work with color, and a lot of people are afraid of color, but not me. But although I've noticed I've been using more black lately. Anyway, I do really love like black India ink too. Sometimes I'll just spray the paper if I want a little give, and this is just a matte medium that I use as a glue, which I probably should use like a cheaper glue for these, but I don't know. It tends to work nice, so I just like to use it all the time. And then I'm just grabbing graphite now because I see where I could like fill in with the marks to make like a subtle difference in the background. And I feel like these kind of works are so dependent on the day. It's almost like if you ever journal your thoughts out. This is just like journaling marks. Like picking it up and letting it go. Like when you journal, like you're just gonna maybe let it go and have a free-for-all and not get too hung up on it, what it says. Like allowing it to be there is so powerful, because it can also be scary, which can be part of the excitement once you're, really invested in that. It could take a while depending on where you're at, but we're not like thinking too harshly about this. And this is mixed media materials, so I got colored pencil, regular pencil, soft pastel, and acrylic paints, and then other papers. So I'm just gonna, I see that, even though I put those lines in there, but maybe I'll rip it down. And of course you get more comfortable over time, like with making decisions. And then like you're just gonna like maybe move those to the side and let them go. And then this is when we maybe bring in our other work, which is just maybe a more layered process. Although there's one in here that's not too layered that I'm gonna keep. It's almost done. It needs a little dark up here. I was looking at it thinking it was done the other day, but it just needs something right there. It's these like subtle clues over time that you come to find what you really love and how you're gonna assemble a work. Like these two are done. So this is the first one of 2026. Woohoo! It's called Enkindling. And this is the second one, and I called it Wanderlust. And I'll just show you real quick here, but then I'm gonna just start to paint and cycle through it and speed up the video. But I have different stages and different iterations of an idea. And I'm just like working through the pile. Just like I showed you with these sketchbooks. Just flip them in and out. It's call and response. So I'm going to be looking for the feeling or feeling the looking. And starting from that place. And like I said, some are closer to being done. And I do have a longer class that's small, accessible, affordable, ready to go. Working on 12 inches by 12 inches on paper. It's called Unleashing Creative Freedom, and it goes into more in depth on this process. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link in the description below. And other than that, I will show you what I'm doing here, and you can get a little idea about that process. So here I'm just working through the pile, and I'm accessing each one individually. This is the one I said that was mostly done. I am going a little bit back more into it just because that's what happens when you start working again. Every day is different, right? Just like living, just like the weather, just like our relationships, so it's kind of, you're always returning again to see what's there and uncovering, discovering, rediscovering, awakening, coming back into a deeper relationship with all of it. That's what art making and living is doing for us, right? Even when it's challenging or we don't think it's going right, we learn in the process of it all. So here it's just like seeing what I did from the previous days and cycling back through, and I might do that like 8 to 10 times or maybe less. It just depends, maybe 6. But it's just ultimately becoming like a satisfaction to you. And sometimes, you have to let things breathe and give it space and like let it come back around. And I'm just learning to go in and out, back and forth, up and down, all around, and come back to that center of understanding that we'll always be exploring, experimenting, expressing, and learning to open more to the process of it all. And that's exciting because That means there's an infinite wellspring of possibility and potential here waiting for all of us.